It's late, it's loose, and it's officially after hours. Welcome to the Mashup After Hours podcast, where anything can happen.
Welcome then to episode 3 of the Mashup After Hours podcast. It's the John and 2 Ronnies. No, it's not. It's 2 Claires. We still haven't figured out how we address this. So we're still going to stick to surnames.
Steve-O.
Yeah, Steve. What? Steve-O?
Steve-O.
Steve.
I am down with the kids.
Or Bob.
Or Bob. Bob will do.
How are we, ladies?
Yeah, no, really good. Really good. Tired, but like full of cheese and just happy.
Full of cheese? Lots of cheese then, I'm assuming, over Christmas.
Lots of cheese. Love a bit of cheese.
You didn't have Stilton, did you?
No.
No,
not a blue cheese fan.
No. Are you a cheese fan, Claire? Claire Powell?
I like a Wednesday or Laura Red Leicester.
Yeah.
I like that garlic boursin as well, but I wouldn't say I'm a massive like that. That's probably my cheese limit.
The ones with is it Wensleydale with cranberry in? I like that one. That's quite nice.
It can have cranberries, but I just like the normal Wensleydale.
Yeah.
It's quite crumbly.
Yeah. I like a mature cheddar, me.
Nothing wrong with mature cheddar.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I do like a brie as well.
Tell you one thing
Like the stinky cheeses.
talking about stinky cheese. So I ordered my food shopping online this year from Asda.
Right.
29 substitutes I had this year. Some of them were just stupid. Anyway, they sent me, I didn't order it, but they sent me a camembert cheese. Now, I do like a bit of camembert, but have you ever noticed when you have it in your fridge, it absolutely smells like 10 men that have had Brussels for a week?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It is just... I've had to contain it. It's in like its own little container, like smell-proof container, just to...
At the bottom of the garden.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you could still smell it. I remember my mum, occasionally she'd, like before she picked me up from school, she'd go shopping and she didn't always get a camembert, but sometimes she'd get one and I could tell because I'd open the car door and I'd be like, whoa, you've got a camembert.
And it infects other things in the fridge, so you begin to think that your milk smells like the cheese, and like, this is not right, this is not normal.
And then you'll have a piece of chocolate, and you're like, that just tastes like camembert.
Whoa. You put chocolate in the fridge?
I love chocolate in the fridge.
No, I'm totally against this.
I don't all year, but especially in summer, because it's hot and it just gets really like melty. But I do like, I don't mind if it's in the cupboard or the fridge.
No, chocolate does not go, like, it just ruins your teeth. You bite into it and you lose a tooth.
And we don't want that at Christmas because it's expensive.
No.
Well, you don't want it any time of year, John.
No. I do like melted chocolate though, me, you know. You go to Cadbury's World and they give you those melted chocolate pots and you can have whatever sprinkles you want in it. That is my go-to. You're going to say you've never been to Cadbury's World, aren't you?
It's been a long time. It's been a very long time.
You get a lot of freebies. It's not good if you're on a diet.
But you've got kids though, haven't you, Sam?
I don't go for the kids.
I was going to say, I bet you didn't go with the kids.
I went on my own. No, but it is good. Definitely worth a visit. Right, episode 3, ladies. We've got loads to get through. This week's big question: what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? I think it's going to get quite deep, this. I've had quite a few replies already. We're going to read some of those out. But if anybody is watching along as we're recording episode 3, obviously you can chip in and we'll read those out later in the show. Have you had a think about this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a think, yeah.
I mean, you put a good one on the group chat the other day, Bob, about... It feels weird calling it you. About, obviously, don't eat yellow snow, which is,
standard
advice. Yeah, you should be...
It's great advice. Doesn't matter what age you're at. Doesn't matter your background. Excellent advice.
It is, absolutely. Definitely something you shouldn't be doing.
Absolutely.
I have heard rumours that it might snow next weekend, just a heads up.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard that we're meant to get quite a lot, like an inch an hour or something like that.
Wow, that sounds like it's going to be a lot.
Yes.
Just in time for the kids to go back to school.
But we never really get it in Worksop. We just seem to tend, like, in our own little eco bubble, and the snow never quite makes it to us. Everywhere else is covered, and we've got like sleet.
I feel like that's sort of the whole thing with the area that we live. We're just where we are on the map, but we tend to miss stuff like that, don't we? We might get a little like sugar icing.
Yeah,
coating.
Sprinkle.
It's a very
just so because we're so that we don't miss out, but we don't usually get as much as everyone else.
It's a very handy time for the police because if they drive around, they can tell who's growing weed in their attic.
Oh yeah,
because there's no snow.
Because there's no snow on the roof.
I've seen many news stories where people have been foiled by that one.
Yeah,
and hopefully we've not been foiled in today's episode as well by obviously Joe Lycett, who we found out we fell for in the last episode. Let's hopefully not fall for that one again. But I'll tell you what, I'll kickstart things with my first article, and it's quite an interesting one. This one. So you've heard of the Guinness Book of Records, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 70th anniversary this year. They're celebrating 70 years, and they're inviting the public to try their hand at some of the unclaimed records. So they've released a list of titles available for anybody who wants to have a go and give them a go at the world record, including things like the most whoopee cushion sat on in 1 minute. Sounds very reasonable. I think I could do that one. The fastest.
Do you sit on them all at the same time? Do you put them all on the chair and then sit on as many? Or is it like one, stand up, another one, stand up?
I'm envisioning like musical chairs, like sit.
Right. Yeah, because surely if you
okay.
just stick them all underneath you, that's too easy to become a world record.
Yeah, probably.
That would be a very long whoopee cushion, just...
including also the fastest time to blow a stamp, 10 metres. Interesting.
Right.
The furthest bottle flip, the most high fives in 30 seconds, and the fastest 400-metre sack race, and even the fastest time to cycle the height of Mount Everest. They're some of the unclaimed world records. Now, the editor says that they're excited to see the next generation of record breakers stepping up. It's not just the quirky stuff either. Guinness recently celebrated the 116th birthday of the world's oldest person, and even Taylor Swift picked up a record after announcing a new album on a podcast, pulling in over 1.3 million live viewers on YouTube. The whole idea for Guinness World Records actually started in the 1950s after a pub argument in Ireland about the fastest game bird in Europe was. No one could find the answer, so a book was created to settle arguments like that. 70 years later, over 155 million copies have been sold, and now there are records for everything from the biggest Spice Girls collection to the world's longest tongue.
Wow.
So it got me thinking. I used to collect the Guinness Book of Records every year. It used to be like a Christmas gift that I used to receive. And there were always some really peculiar, weird ones in it. And I've had a bit of a Google and trying to find some of those weird things. So brace yourselves. So the world's weirdest Guinness Book of Records include astonishing feats of endurance, the longest ice contact Guinness World Record. I don't know why I'm envisioning Dumb and Dumber licking the ice and being stuck there for the longest. Bizarre skills include most toilet seats broken by head. Unusual collections. Navel fluff is apparently a very unusual. Why? I don't know. Stick to stamps, maybe. And strange physical achievements, including heavy weight lifted by eye sockets.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
I know. There's some really, really weird ones in there, including creating massive items like the giant Aegis, apparently, is a huge thing in there. There are some weird ones, but have you ever, there's a bit of a question here, ever thought about taking on a world record? And if so, what would it be?
I've never thought about it, but I was very, very good. I'd have to get the same person probably, and we'd have to have a little bit of practice because it's been since primary school. But I was very, very good in the wheelbarrow race at school.
Nice.
We always came. I think we always got first. So, and 1 year I think we got second. But I was the wheelbarrow. She was holding me. We were really good. So I reckon we could get a world record for that.
It sounds achievable.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
I mean, for me, I wouldn't even know where to be fair, I have been attempting for almost 10 years to set a world record on air. We did the digestive biscuit challenge, which was a world record, to eat and swallow a plain digestive biscuit in less than 17.8 seconds, which sounds very, very easy. But you know, when you put a plain digestive in your mouth, you get instant concrete. So trying to tell your brain to swallow that is a bit of a challenge. So we did attempt it, got very, very close, but nowhere near enough to say we set a world record. So some of them sound really easy, but they're not really, are they?
No. And it's always, it's always one of those things where you listen to and you go, oh, I could do that. Oh, I definitely could do that. Yeah. And then you try it and you're like, not even remotely close.
Yeah. It's like the donut one without licking your lips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my fiance actually did that maybe 3 weeks ago.
Did you do it successfully?
I did, but the look on my face of pure concentration was he was in stitches because I was just staring down at my plate like, don't do it. Wasn't an enjoyable donut.
What about you, Stephen? Have you got any attempts or tried to figure out how to do it as a PE teacher, maybe? Any sports-related world records?
Not really. I mean, we were going to be a part of a world record as part of a Jamie Oliver thing a couple months ago, where we were a part of the biggest group of people who were all making the exact same meal at the exact same time around the world. But I mean, I can't really take credit for that. That's kind of Jamie Oliver's thing. But no, like I was like you. I had a lot of the books when I was a kid, and there was all sorts in there. Like there was people's like eyes popping out and how far they could get their eyes, and
the longest fingernails. I remember that.
I remember
that.
But they were
like, so curly and long, and they have to walk around.
Do anything with them?
Yeah, no. Freaks me out.
Yeah, no, I couldn't even begin to think what mine would end up be.
Can you remember the guy who used to pop his eyes out of his head? He was like in the world records for some of the weirdest things. Going back to the fastest wheelbarrow, slightly different to a wheelbarrow race, but in 2025. There was a Guinness World Record for the fastest motorised wheelbarrow with a speed of 56.96 miles per hour.
Oh, wow.
So you'd have to try and beat that somehow, Claire, if you can, in your normal wheelbarrow. Yeah.
I mean, we were fast. We did, I mean, I'm talking like over 20 years, so I'd probably need a lot of, a bit of practice, but I think we'd still be able to do it. Yeah.
I'd give it a go. It'd be interesting to roll down a hill in a wheelbarrow. That'd be good. Cameron used to do that, top of a hill.
I'm suggesting a live podcast record, maybe sometime next summer. Get the old band back together. Let's see what we can do.
Just throwing each other off a cliff or something like
that. We can each practice, and then that one, if we do like a one live one, that's the one where we've got to do our world record for whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm just imagining an episode called Pimp My Wheelbarrow, where we've got our own pimped out versions of wheelbarrows and we're just rolling around in them.
Yeah. And then there's me like, I'm going to win, I'm going to beat them.
We're stopwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Can you used to do that when you were younger, throw yourself off of a hill and roll down it?
Best fun.
I look at it now and I think, that's so dangerous. You shouldn't do that. Is it something that we do as we get older? We just look at things and go, health and safety.
Yeah, and like we had a grass one.
Well, hopefully, yeah. It's going to hurt. Just roll yourself down a hill, down a road.
We had a bit of a hill at school, and we did that, went to top and then rolled down. So much fun.
But you just look at things different as you get older, don't you? You've got a bit of a different head. You're a bit more screwed on where you're just thinking, oh, I might look at like youngsters now where they're just ruthless and in these kid zone, play zone areas, and they're just absolutely go crazy. And I look at them thinking, oh God, the health and safety book's going to have to come out.
I mean, You say that. I was at a like a kid soft play a couple of weeks ago, and I was the person who was throwing the children into the foam pit. They were all jumping. I was like, no, come here, I'll throw you. And I was just launching them all in. Children I'd never met before, but it was great fun.
Just suplexing them in. Think you're some sort of WWE wrestler. Well, there you go, though. Thought that'd be interesting about the world records. Very interesting. I don't think Joe Lycett wrote that one, so I think we're safe.
This is the Mashup After Hours Podcast.
Miss Pal, I'll let you go next.
Okay, mine is, and I've got a picture as well to show you.
Oh.
A girl took a cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito to her prom, and after he saw it, he made a cardboard cutout of her and bought it, and he took it around with him.
Wow.
I love Danny DeVito.
Just a random girl. But yeah, so there's a picture of the girl at her prom with Danny DeVito, and then he's done a cardboard cutout of her.
I love the fact that they're the same height as well.
And he took it to set on whatever he was filming.
Oh,
and
wow.
I just thought, that's so lovely.
Does he know about it? He's got to know about it. It's got to have gone around, and he's got to have found out that someone's had a cutout of him and just took him everywhere.
And I mean, someone, he might not have seen it, but someone would have told him.
Surely.
And then he was probably like, oh yeah, I'll do that.
I would just love to have heard his response to it. Like, how would you react to such a thing? You can buy cardboard cutouts, life-size ones, are pretty much anybody now. We used to have one. In fact, I think Auntie Kath brought it into Craig's once, and it was Elvis Presley. But it's a bit weird when he's just stood there in the corner looking at you.
Yeah.
People have them in the bedrooms there, don't they?
I remember once, in like my group of friends from school, one of the girls lives down south now, and she wasn't home, and we all met up for tea, and we had like we'd printed out a little cutout of her and just stuck her in where the menus were, so it was like she was having dinner with us. So we just sort of had her in the menus, like.
Surprise!
So cute.
If you could have anyone as a cardboard cutout in your room, who would you have?
When you say in your room, what do you mean?
I mean, if you
what
want
room are you talking about?
If you want them in your bedroom, it's up to you.
I think it's a bit creepy.
It is a bit.
Yeah, I mean, as an adult, I can't say it's something that I'd want. We have a David Attenborough cardboard cutout on the humanities corridor, and that scares the daylights out of me every time I walk by because I think it's an actual man. But when I was growing up, I definitely wanted one of David Beckham, because there was a TV show where David Beckham would come to life and go and play football with these kids, and I thought, if I have a cardboard cutout, David Beckham, I get to meet him. Never got one.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah,
what would you go for, John?
I don't know, I mean, I used to have posters in my room when I was younger, but now, like you say, if I was going to have them in my room now, it'd be a bit weird. It's like having a photograph of yourself with somebody else in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Who's not your partner. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who I'd have.
It's like on Friends when Phoebe, her grandma is a picture, but she's the one that just comes in the frame when they buy it. So she's like, oh, hi, Grandma. And then the mum's like, that's not actually your grandma.
Yeah, it's a peculiar one, isn't it? I don't think I'd want anybody else in the room, especially when you wake up in the middle of the night, when you're half asleep, you're in kind of that sort of dazed scenario.
And sometimes they like follow you around, and you're like, they're constantly looking at me. You're like,
I used to hallucinate a lot when I was younger. I used to get high temperatures, used to imagine things. Remember a crocodile around my bed one night. Yeah, weird things like that. So you couldn't imagine having somebody cut out in the middle of the room. I think that'd just, there'd be a lot of horror films. Yeah, there'd be a lot of horror films created out of that, I think.
I would like to, I think one year, is, like if you go into a stately home and there's all those pictures and they're in like gold frames and they're like to stick my family's faces on them and then pop them in my house. So then when they come round, they're like, oh, that's me. I think that will be quite fun.
Yeah. You can basically AI everything now, can't you? You can be with.
Well, yeah.
Well, sometimes it works and it doesn't work, but you can basically.
That's fun, though.
Yeah, it spoils the fun. Remember when you used to have to like wear masks and like just photobomb photos, make it look like somebody had been like a celebrity in your photos, whereas now you can just AI it. I tried to do one with Katy Perry. It made me look like anything but me, but Katy looked like her, but I didn't look like me, so it kind of spoiled it a little bit. Yeah, there are some really good ones. A lot of fake AI trailers and stuff like that now as well, where you look at them and you're thinking, I don't know if this is real, if it's genuine.
Yeah.
They kind of do it with the Marvel films at the minute, where nobody knows if it's a genuine one or if it's a fake.
Yeah.
They did it with The Holiday.
Yeah.
They said there was a Holiday 2 coming out, and you're like, oh my God, it's so exciting. And you read all the thing, and you're like, oh, it sounds really good. And then you look at the picture, and you're like, hang on.
Something
the
fishy.
way they've got their hands and their fingers, you're like, that's AI.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, I thought it was actually happening.
When they've got 7 fingers on one hand and that kind of thing.
Have you seen the video of, well, it's not Morgan Freeman, but Morgan Freeman. And in the video, the script literally says, I am not Morgan Freeman, but I sound like him and I look like him. And then they show you how it's done. And it's another bloke just reading out this script. And then they AI Morgan Freeman onto him, and he moves and he talks, and his, like the sound of him is the exact same. And it's so freaky, but it's just completely artificial intelligence.
I do think it's all a bit strange. I think if it's used in science, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But used in things like that, I just think, and it's taking people's jobs.
Yeah,
100%.
And stuff, and I just think it's not.
I like the deep.
Have you seen the picture where it's like, I think I'm safe from AI because someone typed in salmon jumping in a river, like create me a picture of salmon jumping in a river, and it's a picture of literal like raw salmon fillets in rivers, and it's like, I think I'm safe for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's time for a battle of brains, pride, and pure chaos. This is the head-to-head.
It's John versus Miss Powell for this week's head-to-head.
It's on.
Bob is the quiz master because she won in her debut episode last week. But it's my turn for the first time to go head-to-head with Claire Powell. Are you confident, Claire? Because I'm definitely not.
It depends what the theme is. If the theme is like Sound of Music or Julie Andrews or Mamma Mia, then yeah, I'm very confident. If it's geography, I'm not confident at all.
Well, I hope it's none of those categories. So please put me out of my misery, Miss Stephen, and tell us what we're doing.
Okay, so after me ruining John's week last week with telling him it was a fake news story, I thought I would do a real or fake news story quiz.
Okay.
I am going to read out a headline, and all you have to do is write down whether you think it is a real news story or a fake news story, whether it's true or whether it's false. Mm-hmm. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
So, number 1. Man in Cornwall has been threatened with legal action after training seagulls to steal chips on command. Is that true or false? Man in Cornwall has been threatened with legal action after training seagulls to steal chips on command. Number 2. Japanese train company issue a formal apology after train left 20 seconds early. A Japanese train company issue a formal apology after a train left 20 seconds early. Number
John,
3.
We've got a 50% chance.
We genuinely do, yeah.
You have. Number 3. Scientists have confirmed that octopuses can recognise individual humans. I wonder what your equine knowledge is like.
I'm trying to have a really open mind here.
Number 4. Town installs slow walking lanes for people using their mobile phones.
I don't know if that is true or not, but it needs to be. Because the number of people, honestly, there's just so many people you can't walk past, and then they're almost practically at start.
Yeah. And then number 5, tech billionaire Elon Musk has released a rap song titled R.I.P. Harambe.
He's a trillionaire now, isn't he?
Oh, is he a trillionaire?
Yeah.
He's weird, though,
I'll
isn't he? He's a bit weird, though, isn't he?
Oh, yes, isn't it? He's interesting fella.
I've seen his dancing. That was the icing on the cake for me.
Is it better or worse than Theresa May's dancing? Because that was...
I'd say it's on the same level, you know. Yeah, they're on par.
All right, we're ready for some answers.
Not really.
So, all right.
Come on, put me out of my misery, because I genuinely, none of these have I been confident with my answer.
I'll say the same thing to you as what I say to the kids. It's your time you're wasting. All right, so number one, man in Cornwall has been threatened with legal action after training seagulls to steal chips on command. John, true or false?
I've gone false.
False, Claire?
I've gone false.
It is indeed false.
Yay!
Number two, Japanese train company issue a formal apology after train left 20 seconds early. True or false, John?
I want to say that this is real, because I feel like if anybody's going to do it in the world, it'd be these guys, because they like everything fast.
Okay, Claire?
I've gone for true, because they're very... I know that Japan are very, on time with everything, and their trains are always, bang on and stuff. So I reckon that's what they're doing.
It is indeed true.
Yay!
Number three, scientists have confirmed that octopuses can recognise individuals' humans. True or false, John?
I've gone for real, you know.
Another real, Claire?
I've gone for true.
Oh, 3 for 3, both of you. I'm going to have to come up with a tiebreaker here.
I hope you have got a tie break.
Right, number four, town install slow walking lanes for people using mobile phones. True or false?
Gone for real.
You've gone for
Yeah,
real.
me too. I've gone for true, because it is so annoying. Supermarkets need to do it as well.
That one is false.
Oh!
It is false. I would love it to be real. I'm the same
It
as you.
needs to be.
The
So
amount
annoying.
of times that I've walked into the back of, especially young people, and just stepped because they've just stopped still because they're on the phone. I'm like,
Yeah.
move, man.
And you go into a supermarket and you're like, right, I'm just going to get 2 things. And it takes you you're in there for half an hour because there's all these people on the phone like this. And you're like, it's not even shopping related.
Yeah.
And then number 5, tech billionaire Elon Musk has released a rap song titled R.I.P. Harambe. Is that true or false?
I mean, this is a decider, isn't it? So what have you got, Claire?
I put false.
And I also put fake.
Well, that is in fact true.
No way!
That is true.
Wow.
That is true. So what I'm going to do, I've just thought of a tiebreaker. So
Okay.
out of curiosity, do you guys know who Harambe was? This is going back
No.
a few years. So Harambe was the name of the gorilla who got shot by the zookeepers because a young boy fell into its enclosure, and it was a big deal, and people were quite upset by it. So this is going to be the tiebreaker. What year did Harambe get put down by the zookeepers?
Ooh. So I do remember the news story, actually.
I vaguely remember the news story.
I'm just going to say whoever says a year first, they get to dibs that year, so you can't have the same year.
So I'm going to go 2016.
2016.
I've gone 2005.
2005. I can reveal that it was 2017 that happened.
Oh,
So John, you are the winner.
Oh,
Which is ironic, which means I'm back to being quizmaster next time, Claire, so you'll never get a chance. Now, that was tough, though. I mean, they're my answers, so you know I'm not cheating. 3 out of 5 on
they're
the
mine.
quiz. Yeah, tough one. It gets you really thinking, though, because now that you've put me on the spot from that last week, Oopsie Daisy with Joe Lycett, now I'm looking at every news story ever since thinking, this cannot possibly be fake.
you're just questioning everything, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm questioning life.
Yeah.
What's real anymore? Kind of got a name for this episode, haven't we? Deep fake.
Or what's real?
What is
What's
real?
anymore?
Is this podcast even real? Are we even
We're talking about AI and everything.
It could be AI voices you're listening to right now. Nobody will know.
I am a robot.
If that's what you sound like as a robot, I won't be buying you. Blooming hell. Buy the kids that. It's terrifying. I am a robot.
Don't go away. You are with The Mashup After Hours Podcast.
Right, Bob, you said you wanted to follow your quiz up with headlines. So I'll let you tell us your first.
Yeah, so because I thought that last headline was probably going to catch you guys out, I thought we could talk about that a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So with this particular song, it's an absolute banger, he basically used a significant amount of auto-tune to sort of actually put the song together.
I could imagine.
And I'm just getting the lyrics up. I'm just going to read some of these lyrics out because, like I say, they are absolute bangers. Now, he claims that it was a April Fool's joke. I'm putting it out there. I think that he's possibly put this out and gone, oh, it's April Fool's, ha ha ha, with a little bit of hope that it kicks off a music career for him. Like, I'm almost certain that was his plan, because he's the kind of bloke, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who would do that?
Yeah, who wants to think that is best at everything. So I'm just going to read out some of these amazing lyrics. So it says, R.I.P. Harambe, yeah, R.I.P. Harambe, we love you, and we thinking about you. We thinking about you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. all y'all gorillas, we love you. Now, if that is not Christmas number one in 2026, I don't know what will be.
Is he rapping or singing?
It's kind of like an auto-tuned mess, I think is the...
Probably AI.
It does sound AI, but it was, I mean, I suppose he probably had access to it, but yeah, it's not great. It's not great, won't lie.
I'm just looking at Elon Musk on Spotify. You know how many monthly listeners he gets?
Go on.
537.
That's not bad.
It's not bad to say he's rubbish.
It's not bad, yes.
Yeah. His song's on there. It is on there. R.I.P. Harambe. He's done a few actually. He's done Don't Doubt Your Vibe. That's a cinematic one. He's done a piano version of Don't Doubt Your Vibe as well. Really? Come on, Elon. I mean, he is now classed on Google as the businessman and former senior advisor to the President of the United States. He's the inventor of Tesla, SpaceX, X, and XAI. Didn't
him and Trump fall out?
Yeah.
I thought they fell out not that long ago.
He's another weirdo, isn't he? Come on, let's be real. Yeah.
I mean, I think Mr. Musk is... I think he relies on, how can I put... not necessarily legal substances to get him through the day. And I think he got caught doing it in the back of quite a big sort of photo shoot. And I don't think Donald Trump had much of a choice other than to cut ties. But he just seems an unusual bloke. Very clever.
Yeah.
Not denying that. Great inventor, but weird.
Very weird. He was also caught up in the Amber Heard trial, wasn't he, between her and Johnny Depp? She was involved in that somehow because they were seen in an elevator together and off into a hotel room or whatever, which then even more so adds him to the weird list because she's a bit of a nutcase. Don't know if you ever watched any of that trial. You kind of couldn't.
I saw the part where she was talking about when her dog stepped on a bee. And that cracked me up.
It was so peculiar. You just think, am I normal? Am I the weird one here? Like, I look at some sort of friends and circles and things, and I think, how do you live your life? Why is my house so completely normal compared to yours? Or is it? Again, makes you question life. We've come back to the circle of life, haven't we now? But no, interesting that Elon what does he want to be known as? He's kind of built a legacy. Why does he need to release music now?
But also what's sad is he is a trillionaire now. So he has enough money to bring peace to the world, for everybody to, for all the homeless to be in accommodation and things like that. And he would still be very, very, very comfortable.
Yeah. But
instead he's putting his money into going into space and making rockets and stuff. And you just think, really? He's probably, he's influential. People will, look up to him as a figure and stuff and think, and people are going to think, oh, I can make money if I make spaceships or things. Well, yeah, but we need role models who've got lots of money who are going the other way. A bit like you said last week, Claire, with Taylor Swift, giving all her staff massive bonuses and stuff because she can.
Don't you think that he is the literal definition of a kid with adult money? Because imagine you go to like a 13-year-old lad, probably a little bit lower, but an 11-year-old lad, and go, right, you've got unlimited money. What are you doing? It's like, I'm going to go to space. I'm going to build a spaceship. It's like, what else are you doing? I'm going to be a rapper. Anything else? I'm gonna build a car. I'm gonna build a super fast car. And that's kind of what he's doing. It's like he just turns to the nearest child and go, what shall I do next? I'll do that then.
It must be difficult though, because it's this whole power thing as well, isn't it? And having that much money that then, and I always say this to my boyfriend, I'm like, even looking at footballers, once you've bought, like, they've got the second house, they've put the kids through private education, they've gone on the holidays, they've got the private jet, they've got the holiday home abroad, and they've saved and they've got pensions and things. What do they do with the rest of the money? Like, what are you doing with 150 grand a week?
Yeah. I mean, they always say you can't take it with you.
Yeah, exactly. But you've got to do something. And I just think even if 10% of that or 5%, 1% of that goes to like a charity or something, then, I mean, it might, obviously, you just don't know. But I just think, what do you do with it?
I bet he has a slide at the end of his bed that takes him to his living room.
Like Wallace and Gromit. When the bed goes and he like slides down.
I just feel like he's got like a swing in his bedroom and just weird things like that. Kind of like the Michael Jackson.
Don't go that far, John.
He's got a red room.
Line.
I don't want to think about that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, weirdo.
Step inside. It's safe here. Mostly. Anonymous confessions, cringy moments, and stories you can't unhear. Welcome to The Confession Booth.
It's juicy this week. So this week's confession, listen carefully, and I love it because it's not even being signed by anybody. No anonymous names, no names included, but it's very juicy, so listen carefully. So it says, okay, I've carried this for years, and I've never told a single person. Ooh, bit of juicy gossip. 9 years ago, long before I met my current boyfriend, I had a brief thing with a man I barely knew. We lost touch completely and I never thought about it again. Fast forward to now, I've been with my boyfriend for over a year, met his family, been to dinners, birthdays, the whole thing, and I'm about 99% sure that man from 9 years ago is his dad. The worst part, I don't think his dad recognises me at all. He's friendly, polite, treats me like he's never seen me before in his life, and I sit there every time thinking, surely he must know, surely he remembers. I've never told my boyfriend, I don't plan to. It was years before him, meant nothing, and bringing it up would probably cause chaos. Probably. But every family gathering, I sit there smiling, passing the gravy, making polite conversation while internally screaming. I don't know if this makes me terrible or just unlucky, but yeah, that's my secret. There's a lot to unpack here, I think.
Well, everybody has a doppelganger, so, it might just be someone who looks like him.
I mean, 99% sure isn't 100%, is it? There's still a 1% what worries me, and I'm going to throw this out to you being two ladies. I mean, I can't say because I'm not a man whore, but would women remember or would the guy forget?
I think it depends on a person, surely.
Yeah.
I mean, I am very good at remembering things. Like, I cannot see someone for years and then bump into them in a supermarket and be like, oh, hello, Jane, how are you? How's your children and whatever? And she's there like, who are you? Like, that's, I remember. But then some people are really bad with faces and names. And, you know, so I think, again, it just depends. And I think some men are really good at that as well, and some aren't. And...
Now, going back to the guys, so the guy, we don't know the full scenario of how they got together. I'm assuming they've slept together. We're just going to assume that, aren't we? We don't know if this was a one-night thing or if it was... It says it's a brief thing, so it could have just been a day, it could have been a night, it could have been a couple of days. Yeah, you don't know. We don't know the full ins and outs of this. But surely, if she recognised him, surely he's got to remember... I don't know. It's like, I kind of feel like you've got to remember faces. I'm quite good at remembering faces. Not so good names, but faces definitely. I mean, if you slept together, it's kind of a different story. But I'm just going off on meeting people in passing. There's got to be something there where he's thinking, I recognise you. And you've got to bring it up in conversation at some point, surely.
But the thing that gets me as well is the fact that, is he married to the boyfriend's mum? And have they been married a long time? Because if he is, you know, if the boyfriend's, you know, he'll hopefully be older than 9. Was that an affair, or do you know what I mean? Like, you've kind of got to think of that as well, haven't you? And be like, actually, was that... So if that person then reveals it, that's then maybe splitting up a relationship, splitting up a family.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, if she reveals it and then it's like, oh no, it definitely wasn't me. Do you know what I mean? Ha ha ha. And then surely that's going to be in the back of the boyfriend's mind of, you with someone my dad's age, like not that long ago. Like, well, he's long ago, but yeah, it's that's a very difficult one.
I feel like this should be to be continued. I feel like whoever this listener is, if this listener's listening, we need to know more. We need to know the ins and outs. If you've shared Christmas dinner this year with said man, and it must be extremely awkward, but I feel like we need a bit more. We need a bit more meat on these bones.
I mean, maybe approach it as just, oh, you have a face that I really, really recognise and see what their reaction is. Because, I mean, their reaction might say everything. That might be that actually he knows and he doesn't want to say anything.
If he goes bright, if he goes white as a ghost, then we know we've hit the nail on the head.
And then you just leave it there.
Yeah.
Or there'll be a moment where, like, you know, at Christmas, families play games or something. They'll be playing a game like passing the orange under the chin or something like that. And then they'll be like, we've been here before. And it'll be like right in the moment, and it'll be like 3 years down the line or something, and it'll be like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Don't say anything.
We've been here before. Orange under your chin.
There'll be a moment, there'll be something where he's like, if it was him, he'll be like, oh. Well,
I hope they don't play Twister. Ooh.
John.
Because also then, surely you'd recognise them from the name as well.
Yeah.
Like,
good point.
I think don't get me wrong, I appreciate people don't remember names or don't remember faces, but the name and the face mixed together, that's enough to make someone go, oh yeah, no, I do remember.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, it's a bit like, although it was a fling for her, maybe it was even less for him. And especially if it was an affair thing, it could have been one of many.
Yeah.
That's very juicy. We definitely need part 2.
We need part 2 for that one.
Yeah, we do.
To be continued, I think we need.
But also, I suppose with the name, like, if it was an encounter and if they had, you know, if it was more than just a one-night thing, then surely she'd know the surname as well. If it is a she, whoever, they'd know the surname. And when they met the boyfriend, they'd have been like, I recognise that surname.
It could have just been a drunken night thing. Again, we just need more meat on these bones, don't we? We need to find out more. So hopefully, if this listener's listening, we can come back to this. Yes.
You've left us on a who you are. Or
you've left us on a cliffhanger. And then I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll spill the beans. We'll come round for dinner and we'll tell them.
We'll ring him and be like, oh, excuse me. I think you're...
We'll get him on as a caller.
He'll be the first guest.
Yeah, there you go. Interesting stories. We like them on the show.
And he'll be like, oh, actually, do you know what? I have this really weird scenario. There was this person I got together with 9 years ago, and we just had a one-night stand. I'm sure they're dating my son.
You are listening to The Mashup After Hours Podcast.
Miss Powell, what have you got? News story number 2.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Let me just get it up. A widow and a widower fell in love during water aerobics, and they got married in a swimming pool.
Oh,
That's so sweet.
that's lovely.
How lovely is that?
Hopefully it was all like planned. It wasn't just like, oh, we'll just get married here in the middle of the swimming pool.
No, and he's got one of those T-shirts on that's like a tuxedo, and he's got a hat. And she's holding some flowers and is in like she's got a veil and a crown and a tiara and a white T-shirt. And then there's like someone conducting the and then they've got people in the pool watching. That's probably the water aerobics class.
You know when you were younger?
Yeah, they didn't know it was happening.
Yeah, when you were younger, did you have your dream wedding planned out?
No.
No, I've never been one of those kind of girls.
No, never.
No,
Not
me
thought
neither.
about it, where you'd want to be, why you want to do it.
No,
I can't.
Go on, Claire.
You go.
Oh God, this is awkward. No, I mean, for me, it was more things that I didn't really want. Like I never wanted like an abroad wedding or something like that, because I think logistics too much, and I'm like, oh, my grandma won't be able to get out there, and therefore I couldn't do that. So I've possibly thought more about, oh, I wouldn't want that side of things. But no, I was never I've got a dream dress in mind, I've got a dream venue, I've got a dream colour scheme. I am in the midst of trying to plan a wedding, and if somebody came and went, I'm going to do this for you, just turn up on this day, I would love them forever.
You used to have a program like that, didn't they? Was it on like BBC Three or something like that? I can't remember what it was called.
Don't Tell the Bride.
That's it.
Yeah,
Don't Tell the Bride. Yeah,
I loved that programme.
it's very
Love
interesting.
it.
Some very, very. In fact, we actually wrote to them asking if we could be a part of it.
Did you?
Yeah, because I planned pretty much all of our weddings. My wife's a bit like Bob, whereas she kind of just went, just whatever. I just want to turn up and just enjoy it, and she kind of did do that. So I kind of had free reign, but. The difficult thing is, as soon as you ask anybody for a quote for a wedding, they instantly prices just skyrocket. So like we kind of did a bit of a trickster thing. So we rang a flower company up and said, look, we want these flowers for a wedding. This is what we want. They went, oh, it's £600. Like, okay. And then the mother-in-law rang up, asked for the exact same thing, but just said it was like just for a birthday. And like it was going to be like £300. So we kind of could see just by adding the wedding word onto a price, sort of skyrocketed, like a disco, like a musician, if you have a musician come or a band or anything like that, if you hire any, love letters or anything like that, anything really to do with a wedding, it just skyrockets in price. But we try and do it as cheap as possible, which is a difficult thing to do in this day and age. I mean, we got married in 2019, so literally just before COVID. We were very, very lucky to get married before COVID sort of kicked in. But yeah, it's so expensive. And there's so much to think about, things that you just don't think about. Everyone's catering needs, the dietary requirements, where people are sat, because some people don't like other people, so they can't be sat together. And
then if you invite that person, they need a +1, or if you invite that person, then that person gets corn.
And you've got a minimum or maximum capacity that you can have on terms of tables, and you have to try and figure that out. Then you have to figure out where you're going to get married. Are you going to get married at a church? If you do, you need a registrar, or, you need somebody there to certify it, or are you going to get married at the registry office? Or where are you going to get married? Is it going to be in your local area? If so, you have to go through ex-council. If it's not, you have to go through these. It is, honestly, an absolute... And this is why wedding planners are really, really good to have on board. But they're, again, so expensive. We went to wedding fairs and all sorts, but it just kind of you can go really ridiculous on weddings, or you can keep it as small as possible. And a lot of people now, and I've got a lot of friends that have done this, have been going to like Gretna Green, getting married at Gretna Green, go up there, make a day out of it, go for a pub somewhere and have a bit of a meal with your family or whoever's been invited, and just do it that way because it's so much more affordable. Yeah. I mean, we've got Megan's brother. They got married in Vegas. Just went on a Vegas holiday. Got married in Vegas. Nice. Didn't really have a do or anything. It wasn't even planned. So you can do it however you want, as cheap as you want. But yeah, it's such a minefield. So if that's how they got married in the swimming pool, God bless them. That's a really nice thing to do, especially that's where they met as well.
Yeah.
And the widows as well, widow and widette. Yeah. Is that the word?
Widow and widower.
Widower, yes. Okay, so yeah, very nice, very lovely.
This is the Mashup After Hours podcast.
I went a little bit random. I thought Elon Musk was that was random, but I knew it was going to come up with a bit of a deeper conversation, but this one won't. Scientists in Canada couldn't work out why their crab traps kept being broken until they checked the camera. Does anybody want to have a guess to find out why the crab traps kept being broken?
It's got to be an animal, right?
It was an animal.
Seal?
Not a seal.
Okay.
You want to have a guess, Claire?
Right, hang on. Crab trap. It's in the water, right?
Yes.
It's going to be something like a whale or a shark or something.
Bear, maybe?
It was a clever wolf. So a clever wolf had figured out that these crab traps were obviously catching crabs, and thought that's a really easy way of me getting a snack. So would just go to these traps, rip open the trap, nick the snack, toddle off into the woods, full belly. Wow. This wolf has now been labelled a genius snack thief.
Wow.
Which, to be fair, is what I want to be known as when I pass away.
I would like to be known as that.
Yes.
I mean, there's a few animals that I wouldn't want to encounter, but a clever wolf isn't one of them.
No. It's a shame, though, because they look like they just want a good cuddle. It's like a bear. If I went down hugging a bear, I'd be a happy gal.
Bear hugging a bear. That's how she died.
Absolutely.
On a gravestone.
It was cuddly.
Hugged a bear.
Absolutely.
They do look adorable, though. I love the pandas. They look absolutely clumsy, silly, but they could probably tear you apart, to be honest.
There's actually a job, isn't there, where people fly over like the Arctic and Antarctica and everything, and if a penguin has fallen over, they pick them up.
Yes,
they fly down and then pick them up.
Yes.
I love that.
Penguin picker-upperer.
Yeah,
it's
maybe that's why the chocolate bar's called Pick Up a Penguin.
There you go.
Everyone's like, pick up a penguin.
It's interesting that you've got an animal for your news story, because my final one's quite an interesting one, and it's quite local as well, which makes it even more convenient.
Oh, no. I bet there'll be something that's scary.
No, it's not scary. It's not scary.
An animal has got into someone's house.
No, it's not scary. So Derbyshire Police had what they called the strangest appeal ever on their Facebook page this week after a member of the public reported seeing a crocodile in a canal in Derbyshire. Yeah, right. So the rural team asked for information about the crocodile's whereabouts and where on earth it ended up there, politely pointing out that it was definitely not native to the area. I mean, you'd be quite scared. You hear about this in like the States or in Australia, like yeah. They're just wild, aren't they? But obviously not in Derbyshire. It's a bit odd. They even had to clarify that although they're not medical professionals, they were fairly certain the crocodile was already deceased after a lot of people in the comments pointed that out. Then the next day they posted an update saying the mystery had been solved. A member of the public came forward to explain that the crocodile was actually, get ready, a stuffed taxidermy one. Filled with hay and had been accidentally pulled out of the canal while fishing. The police summed it up perfectly, saying it was more fluff than fear, and judging by the reaction online, it definitely gave a lot of people a good laugh. I mean, you'd still be terrified, right, if you saw a crocodile
in a canal
in your back garden or wherever, how close it is from your house.
But why is someone putting a taxidermy stuffed crocodile
I don't know.
water?
Probably for shits and giggles, to be honest. I'm not quite sure.
Probably for this exact reason right now.
Yeah, because fools like us are talking about it. What we don't know is Joe Lycett's written this article.
Joe Lycett was in the crocodile.
Yeah, he was the crocodile, yeah.
Just unzipped, zoop.
It kind of goes back to the Loch Ness kind of scenario, doesn't it? I mean, we don't know if this is a genuine thing, and it's been added on, Chinese whispered, over the years, and people have seen objects floating. It could well be a taxidermy dinosaur, something floating around in the Loch Ness, and we've fallen for it for years. But I just find it very fascinating that, again, social media and the power of social media, where something's been posted, people have added on to that, and it's created chaos for the police to have to get involved to sort of put it at bay. And this
it's a bit like Chinese whisper.
100%.
Like in the sense of like you start off with one thing and then someone adds something to it and it just...
So I've experienced this week. So I don't know if you saw the video that I put on Facebook. I also put it on TikTok as well about the substitutions I got from Asda for my Christmas shop. Obviously, I ordered big roasting trays and I got these little like Indian takeaway sort of containers. And I put that same video on TikTok. In 2 days, I had 20,000 views, right? In 2 days. I had over 200 comments. I had to turn the comments off because the amount of hassle it caused was unreal over Christmas. I was being called lazy. I was being called an idiot. I got absolutely loads of abuse. So I turned the comments off, and then people started private messaging me, getting like, what the hell is going on? It was tongue in cheek. I was laughing in the video, but it absolutely went off the scale. And again, social media is just an absolute. It's just made for keyboard warriors to just jump on and absolutely attack. I've done one for Stranger Things. Don't know if you are Stranger Things fans. We watched Volume 2 yesterday. Me and my daughter, we're big Stranger Things fans. And I wanted to like video myself reacting to the finale sort of episode, because in the last sort of volume there's a big epic moment and a lot of people put reactions on. I thought I'll do that. I'm now getting the same abuse because it was a bit emotional. I won't tell you if you've not watched it, but there was a lot of stuff that unravelled in the last 3 episodes that were quite emotional. If you're sort of been in it from the beginning, you do get deep into these characters and these stories. I had a bit of a tear in my eye, and my daughter went, "Are you crying?" Like jokingly, like, "No, I'm not crying." Like that was the kind of reaction video. I'm now getting abuse on that. What is going off? People saying it was crap though. What are you even crying for? It's a rubbish ending, blah, blah, blah. What the hell? Like, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I get it, but why hide behind keyboards? And what makes me even laugh is that these profiles, they've got profile photos of the dogs and whatever else. Not even profile photos of themselves. But they jump on people's posts. Yeah, or Disney characters or fake AI characters or whatever. Like, what is going off in the world? And you see it in these little, I don't know if you guys are in, like, where you live, like little groups that have been made up on Facebook where people just keyboard warrior on that. And now you can do this anonymous post. So you can be anybody you want to be. And people just jump on it. It's absolutely wild. Like, what is the world coming to?
Yeah, there was a big kickoff in one of my local ones because someone parked a camper van on a road. It's a completely legal place for this camper van to be parked, and it became this massive thing, to which then some people started sort of taking the mick out of the ones who were annoyed about it and started taking selfies with it, like, "Oh my god, there's famous camper vans here," because it was just people were going off like, "This is ridiculous. Why can't we have a sacred street?" And it's like, it's not in your way. It's like, just drive round.
Like, is it affecting your life?
Yeah. Is it negatively affecting your day? Yeah. If the answer is yes, then...
I get it if there's a car parked on one side and someone else has parked on the other side for, like, emergency service vehicles. And
it was the only car
on the entire street. If it's the only one, then...
There was no others.
Yeah. But it's difficult, though, isn't it? Because sometimes when you write a message or a Facebook status or whatever, it is really difficult because sometimes that tone, like, you know, if you're having a conversation with someone and you're being a bit sarcastic or having a bit of banter, that's fine. But it's difficult to do that online. And I think that's sometimes where people go wrong, is like they're not getting the right tone or they take something the wrong way. But actually, if you were there in person, that's not how it would be said.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we live in such a difficult a difficult world. I mean, I feel more sorry for the kids that are growing up in this world, whereas when we were at school, you kind of only got to communicate with people through MSN Messenger, which you could only log into when you got home from school, whereas now they've got it at their fingertips. They've got Instagram, they've got TikTok, they've got Facebook, they've got all these other Snapchat, whatever else. And we kind of we're setting them up for a massive fail. I mean, my youngest daughter, she's ADHD and autistic. She has so many problems with the way that she communicates with people. And sometimes it's got her into a lot of trouble. But where as a parent do you say, enough's enough? Like, if you take away the phone, there'd be a lot less hassle, a lot less drama. And the girls as well. No offense, ladies, but I feel like girls have more drama than boys. I mean, you must see this in school all the time, Claire, because, I mean, the amount of girl drama, I didn't have half the problems that my daughters have. And it's just silly things. But social media and phones is a big sort of cause for some of that. And it's worrying because this is it now. What's it like going to be in 10 years' time when we're more tech reliant than we are now?
Did you see that program on Channel 4 last year? Was it Swiped or Switched or something, where a class of, I think there was like 14 year 8 kids, 3 teachers, and then Matt and Emma Willis, who were presenting, all had the phones off them for 2 weeks. And at first they were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? But all the parents said they were better after. And when they got the phones back, they were like, I don't want it back.
Yeah.
And they actually realised that, it's not great and stuff. So I think I sort of think we are going backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
I think people are realising how bad it is and things like that.
Our world is literally on this little device, like our banks, our social media, everything, emails, the lot. We rely on them so much, and it's so hard to not want to pick them up all the time. But yeah, it's such an... I mean, I think this is a whole new episode in its own if we were just getting into this conversation. And maybe this is something we can wait for series 2 where we can get somebody in and tell us how we can live without us phones. That'd be really interesting. But yeah, I just thought it was really interesting that...
Have you heard of that teacher? Is he called Mr. Hunt? No, I don't know. That teacher who's doing assembly songs and now is like touring and doing concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like songs that you used to do in assembly at school, and he's got a piano and you sing along to it and everything. And he said, when it was Christmas, we all sung Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, right? When we were younger. How did everybody know that they were the lyrics? Because we didn't have social media. Every school, it was like everyone knew it.
Used to have them on the projector on the wall.
Yeah, but where did it come from and how did every school know about it? Because we didn't have social media. Things didn't trend then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just little things like that.
Yeah.
It was things that genuinely got passed down. And it's one of those where you think about, where did you learn to do certain things? So I learned how to cook from my mum. I learned how to knit from my mum. I learned how to do DIY things from my dad. Whereas now... there's a YouTube video for it.
Yeah.
So you don't get those interpersonal skills. And a lot of young people wouldn't be able to sit and listen to someone like me go, right, this is how you're going to cook this. They would much rather watch a TikTok short where it's very quick fire information that they then take that from and learn from. It's a completely different, it's a different universe. And it's like you said, John, I say this all the time. I really feel for young people. I really, really do.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, if I had an argument with someone, and then I walked away and we both had time to cool down. And yes, you might sit and grumble about it and you might talk to your parents about it and feel mad about it. But by the time you've gone to see them again, it's cooled down. They don't have that now. You have an argument.
And you can talk about it and...
Yeah. You have an argument and then you walk away and then somebody else has texted you because that person's text someone who's text someone else who's then text you going, can't believe you said this. Yeah. And
or
there's no escape.
No.
Or they put it all over social media and...
Yeah. And then you end up with gangs almost. And it's so difficult. And I really sympathise with them because I absolutely know that saying, well, just try and put your phone down and walk away from it is... advice that if they took it would really help, but it's not as easy. It's not
No,
easy.
no.
I would struggle to do it as an adult. It's not easy to do. So, yeah, massive sympathy. But like you say, John, that's something I could talk about that for hours. I really could.
Yeah, it's a minefield. A lot of food for thought, I think, what we've unpacked there. But let's get to advice and the question of the week.
Every week, we throw out a question, and you lot never disappoint. This is the question of the week.
So what's the best advice? It's quite convenient, actually, because some of these might be quite helpful. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? Now, Emily Parker, she's written and she's put, don't make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings, which I think fits in quite nicely to what you've just said there, Claire. Chris Wallace says, never quit on a bad day. That one came from my old football coach, which I like. I love a song by Sigrid. It's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. I'm going to have that tattooed on me because I think it's something we all need to remember, that we're having a bad day and we all instantly think that my life's terrible. I hate my life. But sometimes it's just a bad day, and sometimes a good sleep, wake up the next day fresh, you often forget about that. So I think that would be my advice, actually.
But it's also that mindset as well, isn't it? It's like if you got up in the morning and you were like, oh, it's going to slept really badly, it's going to be a really bad day, it's probably going to be a bad day. But if you wake up and think, oh, do you know what? It's, I didn't sleep very well, but actually today's going to be a good day, then it will be a good day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Leanne Roberts, I absolutely love this one. She says, if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. I love that. That's really good. Mark Henderson says, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah,
I've heard it before. I'm trying to figure out what that means in my head. Holly Bennett says, you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. My sister told me that years ago, and I still use it. That's quite a good one, actually.
I like that.
Yeah.
Ryan Collins says, save your money, but don't forget to live your life. Is that what Elon Musk's doing?
Yes.
Beth Turner, not everyone you lose is a loss. I like that one.
Yeah.
Jamie O'Neill, trust your gut. It's usually right long before your head catches up. I have this feeling, have you ever been in scenarios where you've trusted your gut over what your head's telling you? I'm still at this age trying to figure out which one's which.
I don't know. I think I overthink things
Yeah,
far too much.
I think I do.
To make a gut decision, especially if it's on almost something meaningful. Gut decision might happen on, I'll order this drink and then I'll get it and go, oh. But that's as far as I'll go in terms of gut, I think.
Claire Thompson says, learn to be okay with being misunderstood.
Oh,
Interesting.
I like that. Good one.
Tom Wilkinson, people remember how you made them feel more than what you said. People remember how you made them feel more than what you said. That is true, actually, because when people say things to you, you seem to remember stuff like that, the good stuff, I suppose.
Yeah.
And you remember, sometimes I remember when I used to work in retail and you go home and you're like, oh, there was this really lovely person today and they did this and they spent time to they gave me a high five or whatever. And it's those little things rather than what people have said. So I completely get that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Sophie Grant says you're allowed to start over more than once.
Yeah.
Dan Fletcher, do it scared. A mate said that to me once and it stuck. I like that one. Lisa Moore, protect your energy like it's money. Interesting.
I've heard that one a lot, yeah.
Rob Atkinson says, choose progress over perfection. A final one, Anna Lewis says, everything changes, so don't panic when it does. I like that.
Yeah.
Some great advice there. I mean, there's a lot that I should probably take on board, to be honest. But everyone lives their life different, and every piece of advice, there's some that sticks, some that you get told and you forget about. It's whatever you find works for you, and if they work for you guys, then absolutely. I mean, what would your advice be, guys? If you were to say something to a listener right now, what would be your advice?
Mine would probably be the grass isn't always greener on the other side. The grass is greener wherever you water it.
Yeah, I like that.
Ooh, I like that addition.
I feel like that's an Elon Musk song.
Oh, no, Jack, please don't.
I'm going to write to him.
A bit like one that we had. I have heard, don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. So that was quite a similar one to what we've had. So
why would you do that to me?
Sorry.
Hold on, are you around at Claire's house right now?
Same page.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to think of another one now.
I love it that you've got it printed in your room.
A friend of mine, when I was leaving uni, she bought me like a care package, and that was one of the things in it. And I left uni, let's just say not last year, but no, yeah, still stays on my desk. I really love that quote.
Nice.
Love that
Brilliant.
quote.
Yeah.
It's a great piece of advice.
Sorry, I'm saying anything now, but I also really like one that says, everyone comes into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Yeah, I like that.
So,
Very deep.
yeah.
I think mine would be, it's not a bad life, it's just a bad day. I think that's
Yeah.
it's really important you remember that sometimes.
You can take a lot from it as well, can't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, try and look at positives that you've learned from anything, a failure, and a project that you've started that's just not gone the way you planned. Try and look at it as a learning process, and what have you learned from it? How can you make it better next time?
Yeah. The most important ingredient in success is failure.
Yeah.
Like if you don't fail in life, you never.
Yeah.
You'd never feel joy if it wasn't for pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the last one, sorry, I could sit here all day because I quite like stuff like this. But it's not the destination that makes you. It shouldn't be the destination that makes you happy. It should be the journey.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That's nice.
I mean, for me, one of the ones that I say a lot, and I say a lot to especially to young people, is like shoot for the moon. So if you fall, you land on a cloud. Because failing doesn't necessarily mean that you failed in life. It just means that you're at a different destination, and find yourself on a cloud, you're going to be quite happy.
Yeah.
But what the main one that's been said to me quite a lot in the last few years, because I've unfortunately had some difficult times in the last sort of 5 or so years, and the amount of times people have said, "This too shall pass," "This too shall pass," and when you're really having a day where you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, just "this too shall pass." That's got me through a lot.
Yeah.
This is a really deep episode. Episode 3, deep and meaningful. Very, very much so. Wow. I think like we've sort of, I don't know, we've like created a bit of a monster in this episode, because there's a lot of stuff to unpack. I mean, we thought the confession was enough. Like,
And also, I think this subject and a lot of what we've talked about in this podcast, we could talk about for a whole series.
This is 10 episodes worth. Absolutely.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm quite conscious of time and how much time it's taken to record episode 1. So I'm going to say that's it for the episode. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff here for us to progress into future episodes. I hope you've enjoyed listening. I hope you'll be back again for episode 4, which I'm sure will be in the next couple of weeks. We're not recording next week, hence why we're live on TikTok right now on Saturday. But we'll be back in the new year for episode 4. Ladies, thank you very much. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for bringing your guidance and support. And I'm doing that like you've got a pair of jugs. Thanks for bringing your guidance and your support. But yeah, it's been lovely talking to you again, and diving deep into.
See you next year.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Yes.
Stop it with those jokes. We'll see you in 2026, guys.
Love the chaos of the mashup after hours? Then don't miss John's Weekend Mashup. Live every Sunday from 9 a.m. on Crags Radio and on TikTok.